So today I shared a message about we're going back to balance, which is the ultimate goal. We are going back to balance. It is inevitable, okay? It will happen. It is happening. We're going back to balance, y'all. We are going back to balance. Now, what this means is that we're finding peace again. We're going to find our happy place, right? We're going to find our sense of neutrality, our sense of normalcy, our sense of being. Okay, we've been on this journey of exploring our dark side, and that's what this patriarchal system has took us through. That's what logic has took us through. We have explored a side of us that we did not know existed, and we didn't know to what extremes going into the left brain would do. Okay, we've always been energies of light, love, and light. We've always been empathetic. We've always been able to sense what our neighbors needed, and we would connect and provide for what the things around us needed, right? The people around us, the energies around us, because we was always energy, and everything was based on what the person or neighbor needed, right? We were always community based. So when things changed, and things changed when we started moving more into the left brain, when we started to explore the mind, okay? When we made rationale, logic, reasoning our new God. When we moved that way, we disconnected from our center, from our heart. And we're moving back, right? We're moving back. And as I say this, I get a little emotional because it's time. We're going back home. We're going back to what we know. We're going back, y'all. And it is time. And I am so happy because we have gone through the ringer. We have gone through so much. We have lost ourselves, and we agreed to this. We agreed to go through this experience, but we lost ourselves in this experience, and it's hard, not only for us, but it's hard to watch those we love still be in it, right? Not only are they in it, but when we try to connect to those that we love, for some reason, they don't know how to disconnect from it. They're so deep. They're so deep in the trenches that we have to learn to let it be, right? The law of detachment. Let those you love, let them be who they are. Trust and believe they will come out. They will. The same way you came out, they will. Okay, but I remember once I was visiting my sister. I was at her house, and I think I was staying there for about a week, and the dynamics of her living arrangement with her boyfriend is he works, she stays at home, she takes care of the kids, and whatever. And he goes to work and he pays all the bills. So I remember once I was visiting and they weren't getting along. Let's just say they were avoiding each other. They were doing that passive aggressiveness, and they didn't talk, but they were still living under the same household. And yes, I was just a visitor for the week, and yes, it was uncomfortable, but I remember what I witnessed while I was there, And it has stuck with me till this day. And this has a lot to do with masculine and feminine. Okay. So even though they weren't getting along during that time, they still had their roles, right? He still had to get up in the morning and go to work. She still had to tend to the house and take care of what was needed in the home with the kids, etc. Now, this has a lot to do with even our upbringing because we watched our mom do this. So we were also raised in a home where the woman took care of the home and the man, he went to work and he paid all the bills, right? He provided for the home. He was that patriarchal image of the man, okay? So growing up, me and my sisters, we watched our mom tend to the home, tend to us as kids. And when our father, and for me it was stepfather, when he came home, his food was ready, he ate, and when he went to bed, we couldn't make any noise, okay? So this was our upbringing, and this stuck with us. So this is something that has carried on into personally my lifestyle, and I watch this in my sisters. So all of us, right? We all tend to the home this way, right? When I was married, this is how it was. I watch my two sisters, they're married, one has boyfriend, whatever. It is that structure. It is that setup. So during this visit, when I was at her home, I remember her and her boyfriend, they were not getting along. It was pretty extreme. It wasn't just a simple disagreement because I remember the volume of whatever discussion they had the night before. It was very loud, right? So the reason I'm making this post is to say that life goes on. And even with that tension, they still stuck to their same roles, right? She still asked him what did he want for dinner. And when he came home, he found it. So if we look at this as individuals, if I am upset, if I am going through whatever problems I'm going through, and in the same way, if a man is upset, he's going through what he's going through, he still has to eat. If I'm upset as a woman and I'm going through what I'm going through, my bills still have to get paid, right? I still have mouths to feed. So the gender roles didn't stop because of conflict. The same way as an individual, you, no matter what you're going through, you could be dealing with a crisis. You could be going through a breakup. You could be going through a death in the family. You could be going through your home being foreclosed on. You could be going through your car being repossessed. You could be going through, you're losing your job, right? You and your best friend of 20 years no longer talking. Even though you're going through any of those things, you still have to eat. You still have to survive. And when I was visiting her and I saw, even though they were going through whatever they were going through, she still asked him, what you want to eat? And when he got home, he ate it. The masculine and feminine energy within you, they still need to be honored, even when you're going through your 3D life, your 3D chaos-filled life, right? When we are going through whatever we're going through, we are still a living, breathing, sentient being. As we experience life with other people, we still have to be balanced enough to honor our masculine and feminine energy. We hear a lot about these gender wars I want y'all to know that it's manufactured. And I want y'all to remember and to remind yourselves not to entertain that. A lot of our imbalance is coming from that, right? A lot of our imbalance is coming from outside energies, social media, propaganda, belief systems of people around us, belief systems of traditions we were raised on. But there are some things that will always hold true. Okay? There are some things that will always hold true. And I'm not one of those people who are into gender roles, right? Even though I was raised the way that I was raised, gender roles is not something I'm for or against, right? I neither deny them or accept them fully. I simply be what is best for me in whatever situation I'm in. I am also someone who was raised religious, so I don't throw my upbringing out with the bathwater, right? Even though I don't identify as a religious person today, there are a lot of things I learned growing up that could be under the religious umbrella that I still hold true. And this is because they're still effective for me. They still work, right? I don't deny nor do I accept any kind of belief system fully and wholly. I simply be, and whatever works for me, I take it. So I was sitting and I was reflecting, and something told me just record what you are sitting reflecting on, and it took me to that visit to my sister's house. You are still a fully living, breathing, sentient being as long as you are here on earth experiencing. And there are needs that you will have. And just because something is happening in the outer world, not your inner world, just because things are happening in your outer world, your inner world still needs to be honored. I am referring to both your masculine and feminine energy. As you mature as a person, okay, especially for those on the spiritual journey, as you spiritually mature, I am seeing the temperance card right now, the temperance energy. And for those of you who are familiar with tarot, it shows an angel with 2 cups, and it's merging 2 separate energies. That's your masculine and feminine. That card represents balance. It represents inclusivity, 2 separate and very different energies becoming one. So that is something that takes time. When I see that card, I know that something is coming into harmony. I know that 2 different things are coming together. And when they work together, they recognize each other, right? When we think about soprano, right, in music, and those of you who are musicians or you're a singer or you're a vocalist, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And when you think about like a soprano and an alto voice, or even tenor, when you think about 2 separate tones coming together to form one tune, it's going to take a lot of practice for the 2 of them to come into harmony. But in the end, we get a beautiful song. That's what we're doing right now. It's not all about feminine energy. Yes, right now, the feminine is rising. So you're going to hear more about the feminine. And that's because the feminine has been suppressed for ages. It's rising, y'all. And I want those of you who are strong in your masculine, male and or female, those of you who are strong in your masculine and you're still upholding old belief systems, you're still upholding the systems that are keeping us in bondage. I need you to understand what I'm saying. The feminine energy is rising within you. It needs to be honored. You have a voice. You have a sense of feeling. You have emotion. Express it. Let it come out. Let your voice be heard. Let the beautiful song within you be heard. Serenade us with your feelings, with your thoughts, with your emotions. Let us hear it. Let us feel it. Let it come out and let it be. The more you do that, the more the feminine, the divine feminine, the goddess within you, the more it rises. It's happening with and or without you. You can deny the feminine energy all you want. You can keep trying to suppress the feminine energy all you want. She is rising. She is strong. She will be heard. She is making a footprint on you, on your life, on the lives of those around you. So if you want, you can continue to deny her within you. But she is rising. She is not going to stop. I need y'all to understand this. This is happening. We are going back to balance. It is happening. You can deny it. You can suppress it. You can call it lies. You can call it false. You can do whatever you want. You can either be a part of this change or not, but it is happening. And I can tell you, right now, it is the strongest it's ever been. So, how can you help? How can you help? Be yourself. Love yourself. Give to yourself. Listen to yourself. Feel yourself. Honor yourself. That's how you can help. Okay? So, yeah, that is the message, y'all. We are moving into different times. Things are going to be more balanced. Things are going to feel, it's just going to feel right. You're not going to have to question things anymore. Your intuition, when it gives you a certain feeling, when you get that gut instinct, just follow it, y'all. Don't question it. Don't try to find some type of reason. Don't try to look for logic. Don't try to make it make sense. Just honor it. You get a feeling, just honor it. That's it. That's how you can be a part of this. Okay? All right. I didn't want to make this long, so I'm going to stop it here. Y'all have a good night.